South 71.
South 71. Coming at station 7.
Clear.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, sounds good. I appreciate it. Yep. Bye.
Ed Gonzalez, Harris County Sheriff. I'm here with Lieutenant Sandoval, Harris County Sheriff's Office Homicide Division, as well as Major Razzo with Harris County Sheriff's Office, and Captain Zitzman with Harris County Sheriff's Office, Harris County Precinct 4 Constable's Office under Mark Herman. We're here at 3400 block of Meadowhill Court in the Spring area this morning at about 5:30 a.m. Constable 4 deputies received an in-progress call here at the location. It was an adult male caller that indicated that he had shot his father during a disturbance. When they arrived, they discovered a deceased male here. He was pronounced dead by EMS. Both the adult son as well as the mother are still here at the location. And again, one individual is deceased at this time. We've since learned that the deceased male is a former Harris County Sheriff's Office deputy. Again, our condolences go out to everyone. It's always heartbreaking when we lose one of our own under any circumstances. And so we're going to try to piece together what happened out here and get some of the background information. We still cannot confirm the identity. That will all be done once we get confirmation from the Institute of Forensic Sciences. Our homicide division is just arriving out here now to process the scene as well. Crime scene unit is out here as well. So we'll conduct an investigation like we would any other. But it's our understanding that the deceased male is a former Harris County Sheriff's Office deputy. He had served with us, if indeed it is him, close to 30 years and had left the agency back in 2017. So again, those details, once confirmed, we'll get them out there.
Can you confirm the age?
What do we know about the disturbance?
It was some type of disturbance going on, possibly involving the deceased male and the adult female that are in the residence. We're still trying to piece that together. So all of this is still preliminary until we could, talk to everybody involved. We try to be very methodical in this process just to make sure that we get everything correct. And so it's still ongoing. It's still fluid here because our investigators haven't yet arrived. So, we're giving you this information without all pieces being confirmed yet.
Can you confirm the age of the son and how he got the gun?
I'm told the son is in his 20s. I don't know the exact age at this time, and I don't know ownership of gun or anything like that. That'll be part of follow-up.
Any concern about investigating this particular homicide with Harris County Sheriff's deputies, given the fact that this guy's a 30-year veteran of the force?
Yeah, not at all. I mean, we have, the utmost professionals working in our homicide division, and they do phenomenal work. We're going to treat this as we would any other investigation. We'll document everything very well, and ultimately all of this will be referred to the Harris County District Attorney's Office. So, and again, he's a former employee of ours, but other than that, there's no connection, as far as to the Sheriff's Office at this time or anything.
And I know that's obviously under investigation, but what we've heard just talking to people out here is people weren't surprised to hear that this had come to an end this way. Had there been any calls for service as far as domestic violence at this address, or can you tell us anything about that?
Some of the preliminary information we received is that there may have been some type of history here at this location, but again, until we could really get into deeper into that, it's still just preliminary at this time. All of that, as with any case, we always look at family history, the premise location, and all that. All that's part of our ongoing effort, but don't want to step out there too soon before we could confirm some of those details. All those details will be forthcoming, but at this point, yes, we've heard there may have been a history here at this location, maybe with this individual and this family, but to what extent we still don't know.
Can you tell us if the alleged shooter is saying anything like it was self-defense or like?
Yeah, we haven't gotten into that. What we do know again is that was what stemmed our response here was the adult male. We're assuming here was the son that contacted us, and he did disclose that he had shot his father during a disturbance. Again, how it all unfolded and all the different pieces will be part of a follow-up investigation. And typically in a scenario like this, ultimately it's referred to the Harris County District Attorney's Office for them to determine what charges, if any, are applicable, or if it merits a referral to the grand jury under these circumstances, because at this point everyone's here, everybody's cooperating, and there's also no threat to the community at large out here. Everything's contained within this residence here at 3407 Meadowhill Court in Spring.
I know you have not personally been inside the home, but if you spoke with investigators who have, can you kind of give us a lay of the land, what it looks like in there, where did things seem to happen?
Yeah, well, I really can't at this point. Everything seems to be contained. Evidence of the incident is still there. Our team always does a phenomenal job of securing everything. I want to commend Constable 4 deputies that did a great job of securing the scene and maintaining everything. Now we're arriving, so it's a collaborative effort out here. But to that point, they just kind of secured everything and stepped out. And so just to maintain the integrity of the scene, we haven't gone in there ourselves. We're waiting for our homicide investigators to get out here. Our crime scene units are out here as well, so we make sure that the professionals, handle that and document.
Can you say what the condition of the mother or the wife is at this time?
I haven't spoken to them personally. They seem to be obviously, in a solemn state right now. Just, this is traumatic for everyone. And, again, if it did indeed stem from a domestic disturbance, this happens far too often in our community, many times leading to a fatal result. And again, our hearts are heavy as well because, again, regardless of the circumstances, it's always tragic when anyone loses their life, but especially somebody that for many, many years served the residents of Harris County. And it's a tragic ending, if you will, after giving so many years of service. But, there's so many issues possibly intertwined here. Again, we have to look at the previous history, domestic disturbance, not to minimize that at all. It's a serious issue, and we need to address it as a county and as a region, actually as a country, because it's really an epidemic. October was Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and so we've seen way too many cases where domestic violence had a nexus in it.
Captain, can you tell us anything about what you guys saw when you first got here, what the scene looked like?
The Precinct 4 constables did have the initial response. We have since referred the case over to the Sheriff's Office, and I'll defer everything to Sheriff Gonzalez.
Yeah, they responded to the scene. As he mentioned, it was just disturbances. The individual disclosed that he had shot his father, so once they arrived, secured everything, secured the individuals just to make sure everything was safe, and they were safe, that everything's just been in a holding pattern.
Sheriff, can you say how many times he was shot?
I can't, not at this time. I haven't been out there. We'll need to confirm all that. So.
And you can't say where?
No. Okay.
Thanks, Sheriff.
If there's any updates here shortly, we'll provide them to you, and